It's a delightful surprise to see General Zink supporting us. This just shows Dylan's reputation in the military, Summer added. Let's see what fate has in store for Reese today, Torben sneered. Gideon's arrival changed the game. Before, everyone hesitated because they tared Dustin's strength. But now, with Gideon on the Hammond family's side, they had the upper hand. Dealing with Dustin was no longer impossible. After all, no matter how strong someone might be in the martial world, they couldn't compare to elite military forces. General Zink, please help me. This punk is trying to kill me. Dylan immediately cried for help. He saw Gideon approaching. Don't worry. With me here, nobody can harm you. Gideon's gaze fixed on Dustin as he demanded. What are you waiting for? Release him immediately. So, you must be Gideon Zink? I'd advise you not to get involved, or you might regret it, Dustin responded. How dare you address General Zink by his name with such disrespect? One of the assistant generals from the Dark Panther Cavalry reprimanded Dustin. Do you understand the consequences of speaking to me this way? Gideon squinted, his face darkened. General Zink, this punk is a grandmother martial artist. We shouldn't underestimate him, Jacob reminded Gideon. So what? He's just a nobody from the martial world, hardly worth mentioning. Gideon snorted dismissively. He understood that no grandmother martial artist could take on multiple opponents at the same time. At that moment, Gideon believed he could defeat any grandmother martial artist with his army of 100,000 soldiers. Reese, your strength means nothing to General Zink. Surrender now, or you'll regret it. Dylan grinned menacingly. With Gideon and the Dark Panther Cavalry by his side, Dylan had no reason to fear Dustin anymore. Gideon Zink, let me warn you again. Gather your men and leave immediately. Otherwise, don't accuse me of disrespecting the Spanner family. Dustin warned sternly. What? Gideon frowned. You, a nobody from the martial world, dare to threaten me. Are you looking for trouble? I'm offering you a choice. If you don't take it, you'll regret it, Dustin cautioned. Regret? Gideon looked at Dustin, puzzled. Then he burst into laughter. Kid, haven't you realized? We've got you surrounded. One word from me, and my troops will shoot any time. Dustin narrowed his eyes. Don't push your luck. What if I do? Gideon sneered. Do you think being a grandmother martial artist makes you special? I have 100,000 elite Dark Panther cavalry soldiers at my command. No one can stand against us. Yeah, he's right. Grandmother martial artists are tough, but against an army, they're just human. Someone in the crowd said. In their eyes, martial arts skills couldn't compare to the strength of an armed army. Kid, I'll give you until the count of 3. Gideon raised 3 fingers. If you don't surrender by then, don't blame me for what happens next.